Hi everybody, Jason with Happy Tales. We got Beth on the other side on the business end. And well, as you can see, we're up on our roof today. And consequently, we like to come up here and kind of make sure before snow load and stuff of that nature, or rain and anything. We are in Colorado, so it will be snow for a little bit. Is that all of our sealant is in good shape, that we don't have any voids, we don't have any bubbles, we don't have anything that will allow water intrusion. And we came up here and noticed that on our trim rail we had all kinds of voids all the way down. So this is kind of I'm not going to do a step-by-step. I'm just going to show you what we did on one end, tools that we needed, and the finished product. So first of all, we'll just start with, you're going to need a caulk gun. I use this Sikaflex. It's made by Silka 221. The stuff we have is in black. You can get it in white, or I think it's called aluminum, basically gray. The reason I use black is our trim rail is black, our gutters are black, so it'll kind of clean up and it'll look really nice. So this stuff I use, I like it a lot because it's very flexible and it bonds really good. The next thing, speaking of bonding, is you're going to need some denatured alcohol. And you're going to have to rub that down the whole surface of where you're going to put down your sealant. Same thing with your die core when you're messing around with your vent hoods and stuff of that. This here, you'll want to put denatured alcohol on your membrane because it opens the pores and it lets that sealant bond to it very well. Big importance. The next guy is this. This is just a little plastic scraper. And the reason I use this is because it won't gouge into your rooftop. It'll guide across it. Now, that being said, if you're digging, you could potentially snag and tear your rooftop. So still use careful on this. But we did this whole curb side of our trim rail, and I use this guy. It pulled all the old caulking out perfectly. So right now what we'll do is we'll bring you over here and I'll show you what we did. Okay, so we've moved over here to the curbside trim rail, and you can see where we still have a little bit of the old sealant. I'm not too worried about that. More worried about on the membrane side. You can see this caulking here, or this gap here. That's what we basically want to fill. The nice thing is your membrane rolls over their side, and then this adheres that between the gutter and your side rail, or your side of your camper. So even though there's gaps here, it's not too detrimental because it's rolling off of it, and if water gets behind here, it's in theory it's still going to drop down here. The reason we put a sealant is to get rid of that in theory part and make sure that it just does roll right off and goes into your gutter and then exits to the front where you have your downspouts. The reason we put tape is just to make a nice professional edge when we put our caulking in here, and then after we have that run down and pushed in, we'll pull the tape off. We'll have a nice clean seam. So that's what the in-between process looks like. We've wiped this all down with denatured alcohol, and we have pulled up the old caulking and put the tape down so that when we come back through and put our caulking in, that it'll have a nice and professional look. So let's go to the other side on the street side, and we'll show you what it actually looks like before we pull the stuff out. All right, so I just picked this area here because it's a good area for filming, but basically this is how it all looks. You can see how I'm coming in here with the scraper, and we are able to just separate that from the roof. Now there still is a bond between the aluminum and further down against the roof material, but what we want to do is we just want to pull this all out and redo the whole thing. So basically we're just going to come in here like so, and we're going to run right on top of this rail, and I'm just going to pull off a little section so you guys can see what we're doing here. And as you can see, it still is bonded. It's bonded to itself. So we still have a good coverage, but it is getting worn down. It's at its very end. See how easy that comes up? So then what we'll do is we'll take this all the rest of the way down and we'll clean this all up with the denatured alcohol. We'll tape it, and then we'll come back through and we'll put the silicone back in. Then we'll pull the tape and everything will be good. So I just kind of wanted to show you the step of why we determined that all of this stuff is separating away and how to fix that. So we will clean all this side up, but let's go back over to the curb side. We'll show you how we're going to put that silicone in and then lay it out, and then we'll show you the finished product. All right, so we're just going to work a nice bead of silicone. And I'm just going to pull this aside real quick, and we're still going to have some oozing out. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. And then you're just going to run your finger all the way down. And you'll notice that I have on disposable gloves. There's a reason for that, because, well, this stuff is super adherent, so we don't want to have any of that stuff on our skin. So we're just going to kind of make a nice smooth fill, and I'll have Beth come a little closer so you can see how it looks here. So we started here. Woo, see, we're making a mess, and we even pulled the stopper. But we started up front. We just kind of rolled it all the way back to here, and we'll keep going, and then like I said, we'll show you the finished product when we're done. Okay, so this is our final product. As you can see, the tape is removed, and we have a nice bead of the silicone that goes from one end all the way to the other. It has a nice clean look, and came out really nice. No big blops or anything. The tape really helps. So that's our suggestion, is use that tape on there and get a nice professional look. So that's how you reseal your gutter / trim rail on your RV. It is a little time consuming, and it does get messy even with gloves on. You know, you end up getting sealant here, there, and everywhere. So one thing we did find out is definitely try to do that in a shaded area. We had just a little 5-foot section that was direct sunlight, and we fought it the whole entire time. So that's one thing we picked up, is make sure that you're in a well shaded, preferably in a garage would be awesome, but as we know, that's only about 5%. So real simple to do. Probably takes about an hour and a half from taking off the old sealant, putting on a new sealant, and cleaning it up. It's really not that hard of a task to do. So if you guys got any questions, let us know. If not, we'll see you guys next week. As always, thank you very much, and we appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.